Hello family and friends. I'm going to do a very basic macrame hanger. When I did the other macrame for the driftwood, it had been over 50 years since I had done macrame, and I'd forgotten an awful lot. But I realized I need to go back to the basics. So I'm going to do just a very simple plant hanger. And I thought you would like to see what this is like, so you can do your own as well. They're very simple, very easy. I start with a little wooden ring, and I've got 4 strands that are, I believe they were 77 inches. Yeah, about 77 inches. And I loop them through the ring so that at the bottom, they're even. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of cord, and this is 25 inches long, and I'm going to loop it around my finger here, and I'll show you why at the end. But you want your piece hanging out at the top, and you want to loop it over your little pinky finger. And then we're going to wrap this nice and snug, starting at the top. And we're going to work our way down. Now what you do is you take this end, you put it through that loop, and then when you pull this up, it's going to slide up in there and it's going to finish it. Okay. Trying to figure out how to do this so you can see it. Okay. So I have this through the loop, and I'm going to pull it up. See how that's pulling it up into it? Look at that. And then it just disappears. Look at how nice and neat that is. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to snip off these ends. Make sure that they disappear inside there. I don't want to see that. Want to separate these cords by 2s. So there's 1. There's 2. There's 3 and 4. Okay, so I'm going to measure down 14 inches, and I'm going to take this right here, and I'm just going to tie a simple knot. That's it. And I want to keep it at the 14-inch mark. Okay, so you can see how this one falls longer than where I wanted it. Look at. So I'm going to just loosen the knot. I'm going to bring it up a little, and then I'll tighten it up so they'll all be the same. Okay, and I've got one more to do. Let's see if I can keep this one in the frame. So I'm going to measure 14 inches, hold it with my finger, and tie me a knot. Oh. I'm going to hold it with the finger, and then I'm just going to tie a simple knot. And I bring the knot up to my fingers, so they should all be about the same size or same length. And I check it, and then adjust it as needed. And I'm going to measure it off 4 inches. And I want to use 1 cord from each one of these knots. So I'm going to use these 2, but I want 1 cord from each one. And I measure off 4 inches. I'm going to hold my finger there. Again, just tie me a simple knot. Make sure it's 4 inches. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take this strand and I'm going to take one from the neighboring strand. So we've got 1 from each knot that we're pulling together and tie in a knot. 4 inches and a simple knot. Let's make sure it's 4 inches. We've got all our knots done. Our first knots were at 14 inches. These are at 4, which are connecting it. So now we have like a little pocket to set our pot in, but we need to finish the bottom. 4 inches. Start. Just going to wrap. We're going to put our string through the loop, and then we're going to pull it up into trim these off. Make sure you trim the right one. Tuck them inside so you don't see unfinished ends. And then I'm just going to trim the bottom off nice and even. I'm going to trim it at 7 inches. And there we have it. Real simple macrame hanger. And I'll show you with the planter in it in just a minute. Well, I had to find a spot to hang it so you could see it. And the only place I had was outside hanging off my shepherd's hook with the plant behind it, but you can see what it looks like, and it turned out pretty okay. So I'm going to do another project and get a little more, do some different knots, and again to refresh my memory on the techniques that I've lost. But I think this turned out pretty good. So make it a gorgeous day every day. Until next time, bye.